What I got here is I got a little soup pot, and I'm going to put a little olive oil inside of that. And we're going to start making this chicken soup of love is what I call it. Now, what I did is I had the butcher kind of bone it out for me, or you could do that yourself. So I've got the bones. I'm going to start browning them out. I've got all the flavor inside of the carcass like that in these bones. You want to make sure that you wash your hands when you're working with chicken, right? You guys know that, right? Got to wash your hands all the time, especially when you're working with chicken. Now, while those bones are going like that, next thing I've got some of the chicken breast, and I'm going to just dice up this chicken breast in kind of little pieces like this. About the size that you realistically can kind of eat them. And then once we get the chicken and the bones, we start getting the bones sort of brown, what we'll do is we're going to season these bones up a little bit. I'm going to use a little bit of essence in my chicken like that. You could use salt and pepper. Now what I want to show you is this. After this browns for about 10-15 minutes, I'm going to move this over here. This is exactly what it looks like after it kind of browns. Now you can leave, at this point, you can leave the bones in, or you can discard the bones in the carcass and just leave the meat in there. You think we should take the bones out, guys? Yeah. All right. So we'll take the carcass out like this, but we got the flavor in there. Now we've got all of that wonderful chicken meat, you see? Got all that wonderful chicken meat. Now, watch how we're going to start building the soup up. Once the meat's brown, if you need to add a little bit more olive oil, that's okay. Just add it in there. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to put some vegetables. How about some onions? How about some carrots? Should we put some carrots in there? All right. How about some celery? How about 40 cloves of garlic? Is that right? All right, we'll add that in there too. How's that? That ought to make you healthy right there, right? I think so. Either that or you'll be smelling like garlic, one or the other. All right, now look. What we're going to do now, we added the vegetables in there. So what we got to do is we've got to season the vegetables, a little bit of salt, some pepper. Lots of pepper? Okay. A lot more? All right. More? No more. Okay, all right. Now, once this starts cooking up, guys, like this, you've got to cook the vegetables for about 6 or 8 minutes. Then I've got some other flavors that we're going to put in there. I thought we would put in a few bay leaves, okay? But at the end, when you're cooking with these, at the end, you want to take these out. You want to take these out of the pot. You don't want to eat these. They're not very tasty. Nah. So we'll add what? What do you think, 2? 2, all right. And I've got some parsley. I've got some green onions. And then I thought what we would do is we'd put some basil in here. This is what that is, basil. Oh yeah, it smells really good. See, we'll put some basil. We'll just kind of tear it up like this, shred it up. We'll put some basil in there. Now, eventually what we're going to do is we could either put rice or we could put some sort of pasta. You see I've got these very small sort of shelled pastas. But before we do that, we've got to give it the liquid now, right? So this is chicken stock. We're going to add some chicken stock into there so our soup has some broth or some stock. We're going to bring this up to a boil, and we're going to let it simmer. Okay, we're going to turn the heat down. We're going to let it simmer. We're making that chicken soup of love, and it starts to come up to a little simmer like this. And once it does that, then we can sort of add all the vitamins in here, right? Going to add those zucchini and yellow squash. Yeah, we'll add it all in there. We'll add some of that cabbage. We'll add that in there. I like green beans. And I'm going to add some spinach. We'll add it all in there. How's that? And then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do a little trick. My mom used to use this red pepper stuff, this crushed red pepper. We'll add a little bit of that just to kind of bring it up a notch. You know what I mean? All right. That's right. Bam! Just like that, all right? I'm going to make you happy now, because look at our soup. Doesn't that smell good? All right, what we're going to do now is we're getting ready to finish this. So I was going to take a little bit of the soup and taste it so we can see if it needs more salt and pepper, right? Oh, so good. All right. If you wanted more salt and pepper, you could add it. Now we're going to add, somebody want to pick up one of these pastas? Should we do small? Should we do these pellets? Should we do these little macaronis? Little macaronis? Oh. All right. Mix it? All right, we'll add those too. How's that? Now we've got pasta soup, I think, right? All right, we're going to let this finish. All right, look at this. All right. I know the soup is done, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to, oh, look at this. We're going to take a little bit of that delicious soup. Doesn't that look good? I'm going to add just a little bit of essence like this, you see? Look, here's a little baby bam, bam. All right. I got a few spoons right over here. Mrs. Tomo. Very hot. Here's some spoons.
Thank you.
Please help yourself. I think we should dish another bowl of this, guys. What do you think? Okay. Put a little essence right over here, just like this. Bam! I couldn't help. All right, Mrs. Madden. All right. It's hot, honey. Here's some spoons if you want to make some friends.
Thank you.
Okay. Very, very hot. There you have it. Chicken love soup, right? For you guys, all right?